Thank you so much. We all are thankful to all the students for joining the webinar. Today, it is a great pleasure for all of us to having Mr. Sagar Balu Gaikwad sir with us on our webinar session. If we talk about the profile of Mr. Sagar sir, sir have completed his bachelor, degree in Bachelor in Management Studies from Mithibai College, and then sir have completed the Master in Management Studies in Finance, as well as sir have completed the MCom in Management subject. Also, right now, sir is pursued for the PhD for their respective topic. And if we talk about this is about the sir's career excellence, and if we talk about the research, we all know that sir is very expert in the research. So if we talk about the sir's research, sir have published the 10 to 11 research paper. Also, sir also received one award, and that award is for the Academic Excellence Award 2021 for a young researcher, and awarded by the International Association of the Research and Development Organization and All Indian Counseling for Productive Education and Research and Training. Also, sir also have a registered two patents on their name. One is on the controlling system and method for IoT boilers, and this patent was registered on December 2020. And also, sir have a second patent registered in the publication is wearable device for monitoring and controlling the mental stress during the isolation. This is also published in June 2020. Even sir who have worked right now, if we talk about the work experience of the sir is working as an assistant professor in Commerce and Management Department in Vidyalankar School of Information and Technology, which is located in Mumbai, Maharashtra, Vadala. So it is great pleasure to having such a personality and faculty who have a good excellence in the research. There is a lots of things we can also explore about the sir. There is a so many achievements, webinars. Sir, I also have attended lots of web workshop, national, international journals. They have published various research paper. So we have a less time. So now I would like to request sir. Thank you so much. And now the stage is yours, sir. So please be welcome, sir. You falls, and you can continue with the today's session. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Mehul sir, for such a nice introduction. And thank you, Jignesh sir, for invitation. Thank you, Mehul sir and Jignesh sir, both of you, for inviting me for this webinar on questionnaire framing and technicalities in statistical analysis. Now, without wasting much time, I'll quickly move to the topic.
Sir, Sagar sir, your voice is very low.
Okay. Just
Okay.
uh, just give me a minute. I'm sharing the screen again.
It is very low, sir.
Okay. Is it fine now, sir? Hello.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. So today's topic, which is given for me from Dr. Jignesh, and obviously it is of my own interest, that is questionnaire framing and technicalities in statistical analysis. Okay, so before moving ahead with what is questionnaire, okay, let's try to understand what are the prerequisites which are required for questionnaire framing. So once you have decided that yes, you should go with the framing questionnaire, there are some prerequisites that should be with you. Okay, it is not like that one fine day you wake up and you say, so let's start a frame a questionnaire, okay, and you don't have a topic, you don't have objective, you don't have a type of data measurement, you don't have hypothesis, you will not be able to build a questionnaire. So what are the prerequisites? We'll start with the topic and then objective. Okay, so for that reason, I'm sharing my another word screen. I hope the word screen is visible. Just give me a minute.
Sagar sir, I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir, but
Yeah.
your voice is too low, so students
Okay.
cannot hear you.
Okay. I'll Is it fine, sir?
Yes. Now it is
Hello?
audible. Yes, it is audible now.
Okay. So before moving ahead with questionnaire framing, let's understand how to frame a topic. Okay, I'll only take a 5 to 10 minutes on how to framing the topic and how to frame the objectives. The first thing, here I have mentioned all the three topics. The topics related to HR, the topics related to marketing, the topics related to finance. Okay, look at the first topic. Just read the topic. Okay, the topic for first, that is for HR, I have written a study on job satisfaction among employees working in IT sector of Waghodia, Gujarat. Okay. Now we'll understand कि ऐसे कैसे frame कैसे किया मैंने इसे. Okay, the first thing, what I have written a study. Okay, I'm making bold for this one a study. Now why I have written a study? Okay, many of the thesis, many of the research paper, you will find this particular word, a study. Now why this a study we write? Because you're not the only one who is going to study this particular topic. Okay. Earlier also someone else who have already studied on this particular topic, and in future there will be some more resource scholar who will be studying on the same topic. So that's why it is an ongoing process. Okay, it is an ongoing process. Okay, it will never stop. It is not the one that you are the only one who is going to study on job satisfaction among employees. You're not the only one. Okay, so it is a continuous process, and that's the reason we always write a study. Okay, moving ahead with the topic again. Continuation with the topic. Achha. A study on job satisfaction. Okay, now I'm also making a bold to job satisfaction. Now, what it does mean that I'm only going to study job satisfaction in this particular topic. The job satisfaction will become my major variable. Okay, this is my major variable. Okay, और ये job satisfaction मैं कहाँ पे measure करूँगा? So I'll measure this job satisfaction among employees working in IT sector. Okay, ऐसे लोग जो IT sector में काम कर रहे हैं. Okay, so I'm going to measure a job satisfaction of those employees who is working in IT sector. Okay, so topic तो ready है. Let's frame an objective. Okay, I'm not going to frame much objectives. Okay, I'm only going to frame two objectives. Okay, so I have already framed the objective in order to save the time, because you only have 1 hour. In 1 hour, questionnaire framing and statistical analysis. Okay, like it is very difficult to combine and discuss both the things. Yeah. So here, read it carefully, students. Okay, first objective of this particular topic: to study the IT sector in Waghodia, Gujarat. Fine. First, okay. Before that, okay. Here, you in the PPT. I hope the PPT is visible. In the PPT, you can see how to, like, what are the words required to frame objective. Objective frame करने के लिए कौन से words की जरूरत है? Now, in order to frame objective, I should have this word documentary with me. My objective should always start with this word: to study, to understand, to explore, to develop, to check, to validate, to analyze. Okay, and that's the reason here also in this particular topic, for this particular topic, I have framed an objective in that manner only. Okay, what is the first objective? To study the IT sector in Waghodia, Gujarat. Second objective: to study relationship between job satisfaction and turnover intention. Okay, so those students who belongs to HR, they must be, can relate this connection, job satisfaction and turnover intention. Okay, take an example. Okay, अगर किसी बंदे का job satisfaction अगर अच्छा है, satisfied with his job, will he leave the job? No, he will not leave the job. Okay, might be if he gets some better opportunities, then he will leave the job. Yes or no? Okay, but the chances of leaving the job is less. So that's why I have framed this particular objective, to understand relationship between job satisfaction and turnover intention. Okay, among IT employees in Waghodia, Gujarat. Okay, so here I'm adding one more variable. Along with my main variable, I'm also introducing one more variable, and that is turnover intention. Now, students, okay, those who are pursuing their MPhil or a PhD, okay, they should always go with this kind of objective. So you should have a relationship between the objective. Now, if I talk about the first objective, to study the IT sector in Waghodia, Gujarat, so just tell me, without studying IT sector of Waghodia, Gujarat, can you go ahead with your thesis? Can you go ahead with your project? No, this is not possible. Huh? Yes or no? So when you guys do a research at MPhil level, PhD level, or at UG level. Okay. UG level, this type of objectives are acceptable to study the IT sector, to give the suggestions. Yes, many times we have this objective to suggestion, to give suggestion. And that is a part of your project. At anyhow, at the end, you have to give the suggestion. Yes or no? So here, if I write the third objective to suggest IT sector, what are the effective job satisfaction practices can be implemented. So anyhow, at the end of research, you have to give the suggestion. Without giving suggestion, your PhD, your research will not be, it is incomplete. Clear? Okay, so any doubt on this first topic and first topic? Any doubt, students? Okay.
No, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Next, here is the topic for marketing. You can see the topic, a study. So, a study on brand loyalty among customers of Reliance Jio in Waghodia, Gujarat. So, I hope this is clear. Why I have written a study? Why I have written a study? Because it is ongoing process. Clear? Achha, next it is brand loyalty. What is brand loyalty here, students? What is brand loyalty? It is my main variable. Yes or no? Again, among customers of Reliance Jio in Waghodia, Gujarat. Okay, that is my constant. Okay. उसे भी study करना है, but that is not a part of my objective. That will not be a part of my objective. तो इसके लिए भी I have already made few objectives. Let me paste this objective here. The first objective is to study the history of Reliance Jio. Now tell me, is this objective required? Is this objective is required? So the answer is no. Okay, because anyhow, if you're talking about customer among the brand loyalty among the customers of Reliance Jio, we have to study the history without going. Okay, without studying the past, present scenario of the present situation of Reliance Jio, you cannot predict what will be the brand loyalty, how they have built the brand loyalty for so many years. What was their brand loyalty strategies? Okay, achha, second objective. Okay, read it carefully. To explore the relationship between brand loyalty and post-purchase customer experience. Okay, so यहाँ पे भी I have considered two variables. Okay, क्या करना है मुझे? एक तो मुझे brand loyalty measure करनी है. Okay, to explore relationship बोल रहा हूँ. To explore, I want to explore the relationship between these two things. Brand loyalty अगर है, तो what will be the post-purchase customer experience? Okay, इस टाइप के ऑब्जेक्टिव को many time we called it as bivariate objective. Bivariate objective. Why bivariate objective? Because there are two variables: brand loyalty and post-purchase experience. Is this clear? Okay, now third. Okay, now in this third variable, you guys tell me what is my main variable. What is my main variable? Okay, I hope you must be writing in the chat box or something. Yeah. What will be my main objective? Investment perception is my main variable. Okay, a study on investment perception during pandemic of COVID-19 in Waghodia, Gujarat. Investment perception कैसा है during pandemic? How the people invest in equity or in mutual fund? Okay, so here also I have two objectives. Okay, in order to save a time, I have only framed two objectives for each topic. But yes, we can, we can extend this objective. Okay, read this objective which I have written, or to understand the investment statistics in equity market. Yes, fine. Okay. Next, to understand the relationship between risk attitude and return expectation. Risk attitude and return expectation. Okay, so here I am trying to develop a relationship between risk attitude and return expectation. Here, Acha, I can go on adding further objectives also. Now, what will be my next objective? To understand relationship between risk attitude and investment perception, or investment perception and risk attitude. Then I can take fourth objective to understand relationship between investment perception and actual investment behavior. Yes, I can go and add further more objectives. Clear? But our today's topic is not about topic framing and objectives. Our topic for today is question framing. Okay, considering the data analysis techniques. Now, many times what happens, many times research scholar or MPhil scholar or MCOM student, okay, they collect the data, and at the end, when the data analysis things come, so they go to statistician and they tell statistician कि चलो इसका data analysis मुझे करके दीजिए, इसका null hypothesis, alternate hypothesis मुझे दीजिए करके दिया, and then data analysis, the data technician sees you that look, you have not collected a data related to your objectives. अरे ऑब्जेक्टिव जो लिखा था ना उसका डेटा ही नहीं कलेक्ट किया. हाउ यू विल एनालाइज, हाउ यू विल टेस्ट योर हाइपोथेसिस? क्लियर? Yes or no? So it is very important. It is very important for your objective. You should frame your objective properly. Okay, if there are objective, obviously there will be hypothesis. Okay, then you have to frame your hypothesis also. Okay, now if I talk about questionnaire, the questionnaire is divided into two sections. Okay, I'm writing here section A. Okay, let me enhance, increase the document size. Yeah. Okay, so I have written here section A and section B. Now, section A, I'll ask questions related to demographics. Demographics profile of respondent. Demographic profile of respondent, and second section is actually related to variable. Okay, it's actually related to my objective. It is actually related to my variable that I have considered under my study. Okay, so it is actually related to variables. Okay, so your next question should be कि sir section A में क्या आएगा और section B में क्या आएगा? कैसा लगे? So section A talks about the demographic profile of respondent. कैसा लगे? Okay. So demographic profile of a respondent, consider age, name, where he stay, जैसा नहीं उसका education qualification कितना है, what is their income, what is their saving, when they invest, and so on. Okay, but then which are the questions that are related to your topic? That questions only you need to ask. Only that questions. Okay, so I'm starting with here first, name. Do you think that name is important for data collection? Yes. Okay, but data collection, okay, for data analysis it is not required. Okay, so what I'm going to write here, it is optional. If you want to fill, if you do not want to relieve your identity, it's fine. No need to write a name. Then gender. My next question is gender. Okay, these all questions are related to demographic, section A. Now you tell me, okay, here I'm giving two options. One is male, another is female. One is male, another is female. Do you think that I should also write the third option, other? Do you all think so? Yes, students? Yes, participants? Shall I write, or is there any need to write others? No, there is no need to write other. Why? Because male and female is female. Okay, male and female is fine. Okay. Do you think if you write others, how many third gender will respond to your questionnaire? Is there 100 third gender who will respond to this question? Are you going to ask these questions to third gender? If yes, how many third gender? It is 100. Is it 50? 150 तो नहीं होंगे. Just like it is 10, it is 5. Then no need to add the third questions like other or third gender or cannot see. कोई तो लिखते cannot see, can't see. Why can't see? Better to not to say. No, avoid this type of questions. Okay, ये बाद में you will also, this will also give you trouble while data analysis. If you add this third one. Okay, because क्या हो जाएगा, मेल का मीन कुछ अलग आएगा, फीमेल का कुछ अलग आएगा, और जो थर्ड करेंगे ना तुम लोग, थर्ड का मीन will be comparatively pathetically low. So don't go for other, don't go for third. If you have good sample size, okay, if you have good number of respondents who are from third gender, then ask third gender, or else no need to write. Okay, next, after gender I'm writing age. Now in order to ask this question I have two options. One is age, just give them open-ended question. Now there are two types of questions. One is open-ended question and another is closed-ended question. Now you can see name. Name is, I can say that it is an open-ended question. Just like you have a liberty to write anything. Here also in the age I am giving a liberty to respond and to write anything. Okay, so some will write, okay, I'm just giving you, some will write 18, some will write 29, some will write 18.5, someone will write 18.11. Yes or no? If I give them open-ended question, okay, because उनको तो पता है, okay, someone will consider that it is 18.5. Yes or no? Okay, other will think that it is 18 years and 11 months. Yes or no? The other way, the better way to ask age is category-wise. The first category that I'm giving to them is 20 to 30. Okay, 20 to 30. Yeah, even you can go with 0 to 20. That's fine. Or 10 to 20. That's fine. Okay, what should be your next option? Is it 30 to 40? Is it related? Whether it should be 30 to 40 or 31 to 40? So 30 वाला तो confuse हो जाएगा. Whether I should mark in 20 to 30 or whether I should mark 31 to 40. Yes or no? Okay. Third option, sorry. Okay, third option is 41 to 50. And fourth, I can write 51 and above. Is this fine? Okay, so these are the questions which you need to ask. Name, age, gender. Yes or no? Okay. अच्छा. Let's go back to our topic. Topic को मैं यहाँ से copy कर लेता हूँ. Job satisfaction first topic और यहाँ पे paste कर देता हूँ. To understand that we are making a questionnaire for this particular topic, and that is a study on job satisfaction among employees working in IT sector. And we are dealing, okay, we are writing the first section, and that is section A, which is related to demographic profile of respondent. And in that demographic profile of respondent, I am going to ask questions related to the demographic characteristics of respondent, which are name, gender, age. Just okay. So कैसे पूछनी चाहिए? That is also important. Okay. Okay. So for age, I have written 4 categories here. Okay. Now let's look at what is your topic. Yes, sir. Your topic is related to job satisfaction among employees working in IT sector in Waghodia districts of Gujarat. Okay. So what should be my next question? Okay. Do you think that job satisfaction also affected due to the marital condition? Okay, if you are thinking so, then ask the marital status. Okay, marital status को open ended नहीं रखेंगे हम लोग. यहाँ पे open ended नहीं कर देंगे. Okay, तो कोई बोल देगा engaged हूँ, yes or no? Okay, कोई बोल देगा. Then there can be different things that they can write. Okay, so what is advisable here? Write married or single. Yes or no? Okay, some may write engaged, some may write कि अभी breakup हो गया है. Then there can be so many other opinion if you ask open-ended question. So rather than asking open-ended question, you should go for close-ended questions. Is this clear? Marital status. Okay. Now one more objective, one more thing that you want to ask. Okay, what after marital status? Okay, if you want to ask location, whether you live. Yes or no? कहाँ पे रहते हो आप? Okay. So if I ask open-ended, yes or no? So they write anything. They will write anything. Yes or no? Okay. So what is best option? Again, give them category here. Okay, कहाँ रहते हो आप? गुजरात में रहते हो. गुजरात में भी there are various districts. Okay, तो आप अहमदाबाद में रह रहे हो, एचएम में रह रहे हो, आप वाघोडिया में रह रहे हो. Yes or no? Okay. या फिर आप बड़ोदरा में रह रहे हो. Yes or no? Okay. So this type of okay. या फिर आप okay. I don't know the much districts in Gujarat. Okay. So that 2-3 districts that I remember: Ahmedabad, Vadodara, Waghodia. Because since your college is located in Waghodia. Okay. So for location also I'm making category. What I'm doing? I'm making category for location also. Okay. Or job satisfaction or employees. Okay. Again, our topic is a study on job satisfaction among employees working in IT sector of Waghodia. Yes or no? Okay. So employees related और कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हो कि मैं डेमोग्राफिक में? यस, आई कैन आस्क. ओके, whether you are permanent employees or whether you are temporary employment. So I can write type of employment. Yes or no? Okay, is the status is permanent or is it temporary? Can I ask this? Yes, I can definitely ask. Okay, so these are the questions. Okay, these are the few questions that you can ask. in demographic factors. Is this clear to you all? Okay, the demographic factors. That is section A. Okay, I am not touching upon the section 2. Okay, we'll start section 2 now. Is this clear to you all? Yes, can I have you reply in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself because I'm unable to see the chat box. Students, can you all write, or you can speak also? Okay. The second topic, okay, the second topic which we have considered, okay, a study on brand loyalty among customers of Reliance Jio in Wagudi. Okay, again, यहाँ पे भी I am making one section in, because इसके demographic factors and the previous one. Am I audible, sir? Jignesh, sir?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Thank you, thank you. So here also I'm asking first, that is section A. Abhi section A में what are the demographic I should ask? Okay, this name, anyhow this will come. Gender, yes, I should ask gender. I should ask age also. Yes or no? Okay, gender again. Gender के लिए I have to give category male and female. Yes or no? Okay, and they will take a option which is applicable to them. In age also I am giving them categories. 41 to 50 and 51 and above. 51 and above. Okay. The next thing comes. Okay, यहाँ पे क्या पूछा था मैंने after age, marital status. ऐसा हो गया. अच्छा, do you think that the brand loyalty is affected due to the marital status, whether the person is bachelor or whether the person is married? Do you think brand loyalty will get affected due to the status? So I personally perceive that no. I don't think so. That the marital status will get, the brand loyalty will get affected due to the marital status of a customer. So I'm not going to ask whether you are married or you are not married. Clear? So here they go. Okay, in this particular demographic section, the marital status is not required to ask. Hence, I'm not asking that question. Always remember, whenever you guys frame the question, only ask those questions which are related. Don't unnecessarily increase the length of questionnaire. Okay, respondent feel very fatigued while filling a questionnaire. Okay, Indian respondents are like that only. Okay, they will not happily fill your questionnaire. Okay, they'll just randomly select and they'll give it to you. Okay, so here I'm thinking that marital status is not required. So I'm not asking the questions related to the marital status. Okay, what is the next question? Okay, यहाँ पे क्या पूछा था मैंने? Location. अच्छा, do you think that location is required here? Yes, location is required. Whether that particular customer who is loyal to Reliance Jio is locating into the rural area or he is living in an urban area. Okay. ऐसा नो? Yes, it is always necessary. Yes, no? कि rural में रह रहे हो भाई या urban में रह रहे हो? Yes, no? You can make city-wise classification also, not an issue. Okay. Now, do you think that the next variable, what should be my next variable? Okay. Location के बाद what we have asked? Type of employment. Do you think that the type of employment is really required in this particular topic, for this particular topic? I don't think so. Type of employment is really required because we are checking the brand loyalty of general goods. I'm not going to test the brand loyalty of luxurious goods. Yes or no? If that is the case, then yes, I can ask whether your type of employment is a permanent or whether you are self-employed. Yes or no? Whether you guys are running your own business or you are having a temporary employment or a permanent employment. Yes or no? So here also I'm skipping that question. Clear? Yes or no? So this I can say that these are the demographic section for my this second topic. Now let's come to third topic. Okay, third topic. What is that third topic? It is related to topic. Yes. Okay, the third topic is related to investment. Yeah. Okay. I'm pasting this here. A study on investment perception during pandemic of COVID-19 in Waghodia district. Okay, again I am writing here section A. Section A, what should be my first question? It is name. Yes, obviously it is. My first question should always be then gender. Gender कैसे measure करूँगा again? Two category, male or female. Next question should be age. Age may be, I should give them a category 20 to 30 or 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50. Yes or no? Okay. Okay. After age, do you think location matters for this particular question? Okay. Let me put all this content here on one page. Yeah. Age, location. Do you think that the person living in rural area or urban area that affects their investment perception? So yes. Yes. So I'll ask this questions. Location. Whether you guys are locating in rural area or urban area. Okay. Do you think what should be my next question? Whether I should ask marital status and investment perceptions are related? No? So I should skip this question, marital status? Yes or no, whether you are married or single? No, I should not ask this question. Yes or no, because this doesn't have or this doesn't look any connection to investment perception. Here, so I'm skipping that question. Okay. Do you think type of employment is relevant to measure investment perception? So yes. Because लोग कमाएंगे नहीं तो इन्वेस्ट कहाँ से करेंगे. So type of employment is very much required. Okay, and again यहाँ पे I'm going to give them two options: permanent or temporary. Here, whether I should ask income to them. If I talk about investment perception, shall I ask them income? Yes, I should ask them. Yes or no? But then, do you think that respondent will give you true number? कि मेरा जो इनकम है ना महीने का 8 लाख रुपए. Do you think that the respondent will give you such accurate response to know? Okay, his wife must not be knowing what is the actual income of her husband. So why he will tell to you the exact figure? Yes or no? So here also the good way of asking income here, give them category 10,000 to 25,000, 26,000. तो कितना हो जाएगा 30 10 to 25. Yes or no? Again, so again this will be 40. Sorry. Yes or no? Again, next option should be 40,000 to yes or no? Again 65, 40 then 50, 55. Yes or no? Here I have taken 15 ka interval. Yes or no? 10 to 25. Yes or no? 15 ka interval, 26 to 40, 15. You can take 10 ka interval also. 10 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40. That's fine. So this is the right way to ask income. That's why no one will tell you the exact. Okay, the open-ended question is not work here. Okay, whether I should ask them saving, if it is related to investment, whether I should ask them saving, yes, I can ask them. Okay, but respondents are very hesitant to respond to this kind of questions. Okay, again, you can put the same scale for saving also. You can reduce down the number because income or saving may you can see. Okay, there is not a direct relationship. Income बढ़ता saving भी बढ़ता है. Just on again. So you may change the category here. That's not a problem. You can change. Okay. Do you think any other demographic section which I have left for considering the investment perception? Do you think that it is relevant to your research? Then ask. Go ahead. Not an issue. Okay. So I hope this section A, which talks about the demographic factor. Okay. And yes, we also have the third topic, that is the brand loyalty. I guess yeah, brand loyalty we have done. Okay. All three topics we have done. The demographic characteristics, the demographic factor that you should ask in your questionnaire. Okay, so let's come to the section B, and that is nothing but your actual variable. Clear? Yes or no? Actual variable. Okay. Now, in order to measure actual variable, okay, there's one concept of Likert scale. Likert scale. Okay, let me go to PPT. Okay, in PPT I have mentioned what are the Likert scale. Yeah, I hope the PPT is visible. You can see the Likert scale. Okay, how satisfied are you with the purchase, with the service, with the overall, with the company overall? Yes or no? Again, you can see there is a 5 options are given: very satisfied, unsatisfied, neutral, satisfied, and very satisfied. Now this is a 5-pointer Likert scale. Why it is known to be as 5-pointer scale? You can see there are 5 options that I can fill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes or no? Okay, clear? Okay, so in the second section, that is actual variable, I'm going to use Likert scale. Okay, what is my main variable in my first topic? What was my first topic? Okay, let's go to a study on job satisfaction. So my main topic was job satisfaction. Yes or no? Okay, I mean, in order to measure the job satisfaction, okay, you can do two ways. You can use a validated scale given by some researcher already. Okay, already someone has studied this variable of job satisfaction, and you can directly take their scale because it is validated. They have tested on their data. It is validated. Or you can frame your own scale. You can frame your own scale. Okay, अभी इसमें own scale प्रॉब्लम क्या हो जाता है, हियर द स्केल इज वैलिडेटेड, ऐसा लगे तो इसकी वैलिडिटी चेक करनी पड़ती है, ऐसा लगे, बट इसकी सिर्फ वैलिडिटी चेक करनी पड़ती है, कैसा लगे, ओन स्केल बनाएंगे तो उसके ऊपर ईएफए एंड सीएफए दोनों लगाना पड़ता है. दिस इज वेरी टेक्निकल, ईएफए एंड सीएफए, ओके, दैट अगेन विल टेक 7 days of workshop to how to deal with EFA, exploiter factor analysis and confirmatory factor analysis. Okay, so that is a disadvantage with own scale if you are framing your own questions related to job satisfaction on 5-pointer Likert scale. Okay, ये 5-pointer Likert scale पे हम लोग पूछने वाले हैं क्वेश्चन. 5-pointer Likert scale. Is it clear? Okay, so validated scale ये कहाँ पे मिलेगी? Go to Google Scholar. I hope everyone knows about Google Scholar. Do you all know? Go to Google Scholar and search for validated scale on job satisfaction. Okay, I have few validated scale with me. Okay, I'll show you that validated scale. Now, in order to measure the second part, that is actual variable, yes or no, job satisfaction measure करने के लिए you can directly take that scale and paste in your questionnaire. That's it. No need to frame any type of questions. Why? Because it is already validated. Listen, okay, here you can see on this particular Excel. I hope the Excel is visible to you all. Just can I have confirmation whether Excel is visible?
Yes, sir.
So here you can see that there are various options down, like this is the scale related to job satisfaction, this is related to job performance. Along with that, I also have written the citation. कि किसका है ये? Okay, so here you can see the source. Wiz DJ Davis in England. 1967 में ये scale develop हुआ था, and this scale has some around 50,000 citation. 50,000 citation. 50,000 people have used this particular scale. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just copying all this statement and I'm pasting this in my questionnaire. This is my validated scale. Okay. अच्छा, now the next thing is कि इसे मैं yes no में पूछूं क्या pointer में पूछूं, yes or no? So asking the question in yes or no, whether you are satisfied with the product, okay, whether you are satisfied with the job or not. Okay, job satisfaction. Okay, you are measuring a job satisfaction, and you are measuring a job satisfaction of individuals with only one statement. How it is possible? Are you satisfied with the job? Yes, no. That's it. No, it should not be done, because job satisfaction is combination of many things. It is combination of your salary. It is combination of your relationship with your colleagues, relationship with your boss, working conditions. Yes or no? Hygiene at workplace. Yes or no? So you can't ask only one question to measure job satisfaction. You have to ask multiple questions in order to measure job satisfaction. Is this clear? And you should ask this statement on 5-pointer Likert scale. Now you will tell, sir, why this 5-pointer Likert scale is required. Look, I'm giving you one example. Okay, if you want to ask, if I want to ask awareness, okay, awareness of rape cases in India. Okay, this is okay, very sensitive one. Awareness of rape cases in India, and I'm giving you option, yes or no. What would be your answer? Are you aware about rape cases in India? Yes, everyone here knows about the rape cases. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. Okay. Now I'm asking the same question in different manner. Rate your awareness of rape cases. Awareness of rape cases
in India. In India. इंडिया में रेप केसेस का तुम लोग का अवेयरनेस क्या है? ओके, से फॉर एग्जांपल कि माय फर्स्ट रिस्पोंडेंट इज, okay, I hope the question is clear too. Okay, rate the awareness of rape cases in India. Okay, now if I am asking this question, okay, to victim, okay, तो उसका रिस्पॉन्स क्या रहेगा? हाईली अवेयर, yes or no? Highly aware, yes or no? If I ask the same question to her lawyer, what will be his answer? Highly aware. Yes or no? Okay, if I ask the same question to her friend, what will be her answer? Aware. Yes or no? If I ask someone who is just roaming on road, okay, उसको अगर पूछूं what is your awareness, so he might reply neutral, he might reply unaware. Yes or no? और he might reply highly unaware. नहीं, मुझे कुछ नहीं पता इसके बारे में. Yes or no? So that is the beauty of Likert scale. Can I say in the first scenario, in the first question, all will mark to yes, but in the second case, the respondent is having more scope to express himself. Someone will click on highly aware, someone will click on not aware, yes or no, or unaware, someone will click on neutral, someone will click on highly unaware, yes or no. So you are getting, so the response, yes or no, respondent go. What is respondent, by the way? Respondent is the one जिसे मैं questionnaire दूंगा fill करने के लिए. समझिए, after making this questionnaire, what we'll be doing? We'll be giving this questionnaire to respondent to fill. Yes or no? Okay. Clear? Okay, so I should ask those questions on 5-pointer Likert scale. Okay, so I got the scale from job satisfaction, a validated scale. Yes or no? Validated scale. Now I'm going to ask these questions on 5-pointer Likert scale. 5-pointer Likert scale. Okay, तो इसके आगे मैं क्या करूँगा? इसके आगे I'll make further 5 columns. Insert column to the right. Okay. Okay. Okay, and in those 5 columns, what I'm going to write? I'm going to write how they are feeling about or how they are responding to this particular statement. Okay, so here I'm going to write strongly disagree. Okay, next I'm going to write SD is nothing but what? SD is nothing but strongly disagree. Then I'm going to write disagree. Then I'm going to write neutral. Then I'm going to write neutral. Okay, then I'm going to write agree. Agree, okay. Then I'm going to write strongly agree. Now this type of data will definitely help you when you will guys go for data analysis. With only yes or no, you can't go with data analysis. Simple, you have to run a chi-square test. Chi-square test. Then you have to publish your paper or you have to submit your dissertations. No use. Okay, so you should ask the questions related to this. Okay, अच्छा question. Okay, your question may be कि सर हम लोग हमारा स्केल नहीं बना सकते कि yes, you can make your own scale. Okay, but as I have told you, this is validated scale. If you make your own scale, then you have to validate that scale. That is the challenge. Just with the help of exploratory factor analysis and confirmatory factor analysis. Okay, there are different software. Okay, just नाम बोल देता तुम लोग को. No need to go into the technicalities. SPSS, we have SPSS. We have Smart PLS. We have AMOS. Just apart from that, there are n number of softwares in the market. Okay, these are the few softwares that you need to understand. Okay, even in Excel. Okay, I cannot perform exploratory and confirmatory factor analysis with the Excel, but I can simply perform a simple data analysis using Excel. Okay, that is a parametric, non-parametric text. हम लोग उसे बोलते हैं. Okay, so is this concept of Likert scale is clear to you all? Is this concept of Likert scale is clear to you all? Okay, let's go to the second topic. What was our second topic? Second topic was related to brand loyalty, a study on brand loyalty among customers. So iska first section is clear, the demographic section. Okay, abhi second section mein I should ask the questions related to what? Questions related to brand loyalty and post purchase experience. Okay. अच्छा, first topic में second variable क्या था? Second variable, ओके, इसके ऑब्जेक्टिव मुझे देखने पड़ेंगे ना, ऑब्जेक्टिव में क्या लिखा है मैंने और मैं क्या मेजर कर रहा हूँ. ऐसा लगे. सो इन द ऑब्जेक्टिव आई हैव रिटन that I will be measuring job satisfaction with turnover intention. Yes or no? So my next job will be to search a validated scale on turnover intention. Yes or no? So I have already scale of turnover intention here in my Excel. Yes. So this is the 6 item scale, not 5. This is a 6 item scale. Again, I'm taking that 6 item and pasting it here. That's it. With this 6 statement, I'll be in a position to measure a turnover intention. Turnover intention का मतलब क्या होता है? Turnover intention. In coming future, employee will leave the job or not? Turnover intention. It is only intention. It is not actual attrition. Okay, again I'm going to ask this questions on 5-point Likert scale, ranging from strongly disagree to strongly agree. Is this clear? Okay, let's make let's me go to Google now. Chalo, okay. So might be your question कि सर ये validated scale, unvalidated scale कैसे करें? Okay, so I hope my browser is visible to you. Okay. जहाँ पे I'm typing Google. Yeah. Okay, अभी in Google I'm also searching for Google Scholar. So Google Scholar. Okay. Google Scholar पे if I'm clicking on Google Scholar, the another window comes which exactly look like a Google. But this is something different than Google. Eh? This is Google Scholar. And that is only normal Google. Okay. So here I'm writing validated scale on mental well-being. कोरोना की वजह से mental well-being of employees is not good. Yes, here the first Warwick Edinburgh mental well-being scale highly used. Citation देखो इसके कितने? Cited by 2466. Here, can you see my cursor here? It is cited by 2466. 2,466 people used this scale to measure mental well-being. Is it a great number? You can definitely add these items to your questionnaire. Yes or no? You have to just click on this HTML. You have to click here and you will get that particular paper. Okay. Okay, so where we are, okay, sample question. Okay, so I hope the questionnaire कैसे बनाना is clear to you all. Considering your objectives, considering your hypothesis, you have to frame your questionnaire. Considering your objective, hypothesis, both the things that you should consider, and then you should go with your questionnaire framing. Objective में देखो कौन से variable. Okay, so here in my objective, I am testing the relationship between brand loyalty and post-purchase experience. Yes or no? Okay, so I should search a validated scale on brand loyalty. I should search a validated scale on post-purchase customer experience, and then I'm going to include those questions in my questionnaire. Okay, for your convenience, I have already searched. I am ready with the scale of brand loyalty. Okay, just go to. Okay, I hope this PDF is visible to you all. Now the paper title: How to measure post-purchase customer experience in online. Okay, if I go down, इसने अपना scale भी दिया रहेगा. The scale that they have used. Okay, this is very good journal. In that particular good reputed journal, if he has published a paper, it means that the quality of scale, okay, is also very good. Okay, so see here factors. Okay, just enhance me this. Yeah. Okay. पोस्ट परचेस कस्टमर एक्सपेक्टेशन बोल रहा है ना, जैसे ना पोस्ट परचेस करने के बाद एक्सपीरियंस कैसा था कस्टमर का. So he has talked the delivery plays important role. So he asked Some questions related to delivery. See, क्या बोल रहा है फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, आई एम एबल टू ट्रैक पैकेज ऑर्डर ड्यूरिंग ट्रांजिट. Is this post purchase? Yes, this is post purchase. Na? You're tracking where your package is during the transit process. My online retailer has flexible delivery date. My online retailer provide information related to transaction process. Again, this is related to delivery. I get regular SMS or mail about shipment. Again, this is related to delivery. My online retailer gives me doorstep delivery. Again, this is related to delivery. Packages delivered to right person. Again, this is related to delivery. Yes or no? So delivery is only one factor that he has considered. But apart from delivery, he said that post-purchase customer experience में delivery is important. Apart from delivery, product in hand is also required. Product in hand कहाँ मिला तुम लोग को? ऐसा नहीं है. Return and exchange. Yes or no? Customer support बिगड़ गया product तो benefits feel good factor. जैसा ना so he said कि अगर post purchase customer experience अगर measure करना है तो you need to ask all these questions. ये सारे questions तुम लोग को पूछने पड़ेंगे. On which scale? On 5-pointer scale. Similar, I have also found one scale to here this particular paper related with developing a scale to measure customer loyalty. Now, customer loyalty को measure करने के लिए there is a validated scale. Okay, let me go directly to the scale in this particular paper. Yeah, this is a scale. What? This is the scale, and these are the items. Okay, let me enhance the screen. Is this fine? I bought this brand because I really like it. Brand loyalty के बारे में बात करें ना. I am pleased to buy this brand instead of other brand. I like this cosmetic brand more than other brand. Okay, if you guys are not dealing with cosmetic, you can put other category brand there also. Not an issue. I feel more attached to this brand than other brand. I am more interested in this brand than other brand. And you can see ये जो statistics होते हैं ना, item loading and SEM model fit indices, this factor makes that your construct, this statements are validated or not. So you have to check for validity also. Okay. If it is already checked, you can simply pick up the scale and you can use in your questionnaire. Okay. Okay. So this is the third topic. Listen. Okay. A study on investment perception. Yes or no? So risk return. Okay. Objective में देखो. Objective में I am going to saying that to understand relationship between risk attitude and return expectation. Risk attitude and return expectation. Yes or no? So I need to have validated scale on this too. Yes or no? मैंने वो पहले से ही ढूंढ के रखा है for you guys. Okay, this is the paper. What is the title of paper? Individual investment perception, behavior and performance during financial crisis. Fine. Okay, then we have to see where the scale is. Okay, 50 pages का कुछ document है ये. We have to see where he has mentioned the scale. Let me go. Let me here. Yes, this is the scale. Can you see? The first is related to return expectation. This return expectation. देखो, he has measured this on 1 to 7. We are going to measure on 5 statement. He has measured on 7-pointer 1 to 7. Totally agree to totally disagree. Clear? So this is for risk expectation. इसके नीचे अगर मैं देखूं तो there is one more scale for risk perception, risk attitude. देखो, this is for risk attitude. This is for risk perception. What you need to do, if you have this variable in your research, simply adopt the scale in your question. No need to go for EFS, EFA. मतलब अगर own का अगर बनाएंगे तो there is a formal procedure to develop a scale. Okay, मुझे लग रहा है this statement are relevant and then I'm going to make it. No, ऐसा नहीं होता. There is a structured procedure to develop a scale to validate a scale. Okay, it will take some around 3 to 4 years to validate your scale. Now you must be knowing about servocall model. पढ़ा तुम लोगों ने service quality model. जैसा लग गया in that particular service quality model, Parashuraman has given this servocall model का scale to measure service quality. And he's saying that 4 or 5 factors leads to service quality. बस उसके अलावा कुछ पूछो ही मत. 5 factors अगर तुम लोगों ने पूछ लिए, it means you have measured the service quality. What are those 5 factors? I guess it is responsiveness, empathy. Okay, more 3 factors are there. So yes, you only have these 5 factors. Using Likert scale, you will measure the service quality. And this is very, मतलब पूरे वर्ल्ड में यूज होता है this scale servocall to measure the service quality. So that is one suggestion from my side, that if you are doing a research, always go with the validated scale. Directly pick the scale and use in your questionnaire. Now one more thing. अच्छा, अभी तुम लोग का जो questionnaire, okay, see the questionnaire. First part किसके साथ deal कर रहा है? Section 1, that is demographic factor. Section 2, that is related to actually your variable. Yes or no? So you are only asking categorical data. Category data, strongly agree to strongly disagree. And in demographic also you are giving the scale, male, female, and age. Yes or no? It is always advisable. It is always advisable after a scale. You know, this is the scale of job satisfaction. After a scale, you should ask one open-ended question. One open-ended question for each validated scale. Yes or no? So यहाँ पे question, what are the major factors that leads to job satisfaction? That is my one open-ended question. What are the major things for job satisfaction? How you consider job satisfaction? So he'll write 2-3 factors. कि हाँ चलो ये है, ये है, ये है, ये है. Clear? Yes or no? So after always, okay, after each section, okay, after each validated scale, you should write one open-ended question. Okay. Okay, one last thing I want to show to you all. Okay, so I hope any doubt in questionnaire framing, and then I'll only show you one paper and then I'll wind up the session. In case if there are some PhD scholars are there, I'll go a little bit in hypothesis testing, or else I don't think so that is needed here. Any question in questionnaire framing, students? Let me go to chat box in case if you have any doubt written in the chat box. Yes, Ashwin, they expand the 5-pointer to 7-pointer. Yes.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, madam.
Sir, I am trying to measure commuter satisfaction of public bus, but
Okay.
I'm not getting any validated scale for it, for satisfaction. Can you help me with that?
Yes, ma'am, you need to go to, okay, many times what happens, we go to Google Scholar and we try to find out the scale. Okay, first you should also try in Google, normal Google. You type for a scale, satisfaction in public transportation. You have to refine the word. Okay, whenever you are typing a word in Google Scholar, or whenever you are typing you are searching in Google Scholar or any other search engine, Scopus ka, JSTOR ka, just like any of the search engines, you should always refine your search. If you type exactly commuter bus satisfaction, yes or no, you will not get exact match, okay, or you will get only limited options. Okay, always refine your search. Always refine your search. You can try with different option. Yes, sir.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Like you said that these scales are already validated.
Yes.
Validated scale.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if we are taking this scale for our study, so we again have to check its validation and reliability.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reliability and validity, you have to check it again. Now, what happens, because this is validated in some other context, in some other area. Now, you are taking this scale in Gujarat, in Waghodia. So, what I am assuming that the people in Waghodia will not respond in the same way the people in Mumbai respond. Yes, okay. So, when you are taking the validated scale in Gujarat, you have to again validate it. Okay.
And you have to correct the loophole in that.
Yes. I didn't get your second question, sir.
then we have to correct the loopholes of that. If there is any loose point in that skill, we have to correct that skill.
Yes, you can. Okay, if you want to, like some words or some propositions are not applicable, you want to play with that particular skill, you want to modify that particular skill, you can do so. Not an issue. Then again, you have to go for validated testing. Using SEM or AMOS, SEM PLS, Smart PLS, or AMOS. Okay, this is not possible with the help of SPSS, but AMOS and Smart PLS are good option to validate your that skill. Yes, any other questions?
Then the validation and reliability checked in every study, or it is up to you. You can choose, or how is it?
No, sir. In every study, if you want a good publication, if you are doing your PhD, if you are doing your MPhil, you have to go for a CFA, sir. Then, if you don't go for a CFA, sir, then it will be a wrong research, sir. You have to go for a CFA, confirmatory factor analysis, because this is validated in some other context, in some other region. Okay, this is same thing will not applicable here. You have to go for validating. Yes. Any other questions? Yes. Any other questions, students or faculty members? Okay. Most welcome, Ashish, sir. Yes,
Sir, one more doubt, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, if we ask open-ended question in a demographic profile, for example, says if we have respondent is more than 100 or 100 respondent, but at the time of analysis, it will find difficult, right? So, in order to avoid difficulty, better we can ask closed-ended, right? Why we need to go for there is no hard rules that we need to find open-ended or closed-ended in the question.
Yes, ma'am. So what happens in open-ended, ma'am? You can ask age in open-ended. Just one, okay. Then if you want to add this variable into your regression model, age is having some impact on your independent variable, then it is better to ask age in open-ended. But if you want to go ahead with performing independent sample or ANOVA test, then you should ask in a category.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
That is also depend upon which type of tool you gonna use.
Okay, so depending upon the tools we are selected, we can frame the question.
Yes. So it is, what happens, it is always advisable to ask age in open-ended, because we can convert them later on into category. But if you ask age in category, we cannot convert that into ratio, into exact figure.
Yeah, that's okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, most welcome, ma'am. Any other doubts? Yeah. Or yeah. Sir, I just want to show one paper to everyone.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
This is the paper. Okay, many times scholars get confused. What should be my appropriate sample size? Okay, but this is very old rule. Okay, I also have one new rule to determine the sample size. Okay, this is the Robert and Derle has written this paper in 1970. You can see 1970. Okay, let me enhance the screen. 1970 he has written this paper. Okay, and he has given the formula to determine sample size. So this is the formula. Okay, we are not going to use this formula. Don't worry. Okay, उसने एक अच्छा काम करके दिया है that he has given if the n is 10, what should be my sample? My sample should be 10. If my sample is 20, my population is 220, what should be my sample? My sample should be 140. If my population is 1200, what should be my sample? My sample should be 290. Okay, and if I go on in the last, you can see last May 75,000 अगर population है, तो what should be your sample size is 382, and if your population is some around 10 lakhs, देखो 10 lakhs अगर है, तो it is 384. So maximum, maximum sample size you can take 384. 384. Now why we always increase the sample size? To reduce the type 1 error. Those who are advanced in research, they must be knowing about type 1 error. So we always increase the sample size in order to minimize type 1 error. Now what is type 1 error? The chances of selecting wrong hypothesis, the chances of accepting wrong hypothesis. That is type 1 error. Okay, that's the reason we always try to increase the sample size. Okay, I also have one software, that is G-Power software. You must be knowing or may not be knowing G-Power. G-Power software. This is also software which will tell you what should be your sample size. Okay, if you have the time, I can show one demonstration on software also. G-Power. It is freely available. Jignesh sir, do we have time?
Yes, sir. 5 minutes we have.
Okay. So I'll quickly show how to run this G-Power. Okay, it is freely available. G-Star Power 3.1 version is available.
So excuse me.
Yes, yes.
So what if I do not know the population, and how do I select the sample?
Okay, if you do not know the population, it means it is infinite. Yes or no? Okay, so you can justify with this 384 ka rule, or whenever you do research, our guide opinions is very much required. Okay, you should not ignore your guide. Okay, you should take the permission from your guide, and then then you can take a call. What should be your sample size? Okay, now look, this is the surface of this G-Power. Okay, इतना ही होता है. This will not get extended. इतना ही दिखता है. Software इतना दिखता है. Now here in the test family, I'm going to type test. In statistical test, I'm going to use linear multiple regression. Okay, now this sample size is considering that you will be using MOS or you will be using spark failures in your research. Okay, and now in this I'm using this only a priori computer required size alpha power. Okay, yeah. Now in the effect size, I'm going to write that I want the effect size for 0.05. Alpha, okay, this is alpha error probability is nothing but कि कितना error हो सकता है. Yes or no? So error is also 0.5. I'm considering. Okay. It's a site actually किया है that it should be 0.058. Okay. And 1 minus beta error population probability. Yes or no? Okay. I hope everyone knows 95% is a significance level. Yes or no? Okay. But जिसने ये बना है, he can say कि 80 भी लिख सकते हैं आप. और number of predictor यहाँ पे I'm considering that it is 3. Now look, here the sample size. Can you see 109 sample size is given. Chart में क्या दिखा रहा है? Chart में this alpha. Can you see this shaded point alpha? This tells me type 1 error, chances of type 1 error. So you can see the chances of type 1 error is very low, this pink shaded area. So if you are doing your PhD, you should report this. You should also report the paper which I have shown you just now. And you should tell that look, our sample size in both the cases is always high. Okay? Why we increase the sample size? We increase the sample size to minimize type 1 error. Na? And this software exactly do the same thing. Okay, any doubt, or we can, in case if you have any doubt, we can ask. We can take few of the doubts, or else we can end up today's session. If you also need to yes, sir.
We are running out of time, sir. So we have to end this session. Sir, I think most of the people have got in-depth knowledge regarding the research in questionnaire framing and statistical analysis, right? So you, sir, have given you have covered all the aspects related to the questionnaire and the test and all. And at the end of the session, you have given the demonstration of the software. So I would like to thank you, sir, Sagar Gayakwad, sir, because in this short notice you have accepted the invitation, and you have wonderful knowledge regarding the research. So when I get a time and when I get और वहाँ पर से slot मिलेगा, definitely I will suggest your name to the university.
Yes.
So on behalf of Faculty of Commerce and on behalf of Parul University, I am very much thankful to you, sir, for spending a valuable time of yours. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, I am putting my email address and my phone number as well in the chat box. In case if you guys are having any further doubts related to research queries, I'll be very happy to solve those. Okay, even though I'm not doctorate, I'm just towards. Okay, I'm going to submit my thesis soon. But during this process, I've learned a lot, and I'm very happy to share this knowledge with all of you. Sir, I have made one feedback form. Can I paste that in the chat section?
You just send me through my WhatsApp number. I will just forward all the faculty members.
Sure. Okay. Okay.
Sir. Okay. Thank you so much. Or you can you can share your feedback link. Okay. Because rest of the people are from the different colleges.
Yes, sir. So yes, sir. So it is great privilege to do this session, sir. Thank you so much, Jignesh sir. Thank you so much, Mehul sir, for the invitation. I'm really very happy to take this session, sir. Thank you, Mehul sir, Jignesh sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Have a
Thank
great
you so
day,
much,
sir.
sir. Thank you so much, sir, to be a part of
Great day, sir. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye, sir. Okay, I've just pasted a question there, the feedback form. Please fill it. Yeah, that will be helpful for me to enhance my capability in future. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, it is my humble request to all of you people, just copy the link, because within a few seconds we are ending our webinar. Okay, so it is good to copy the link. Sure,
Thank you, everyone. Bye, everyone. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.